Cześć wszystkim. Na razie nie chcemy pojedynków. Idziemy zanieść eliksiry. Jak tam wam dzień mija? Bo ja już pranie wstawiłam. Obiad robię później. W sumie mogłam z rana zrobić, ale nie chciało mi się. Znaczy już drugie pranie. Jedno już wywiesiłam. Teraz czekam na drugie. Co ten pacior robi? A. Ta pogoda jakaś śpiąca. Wczoraj padało. Lało wręcz. I mówię Karolowi, no to się spotkamy tam na Esfieldzie. No i pójdziemy sobie przez park do nas do domu. Ja wcześniej z pracy przyjechałam i czekam pod drzewkiem z parasolku, a to tak napierdalało. Już chyba przestałam. Ja już nie wiem, jak mam grać. Tak napierdalało. Zanim on przyszedł, to ja byłam cała mokra. Jak on przyszedł, był cały mokry. A jeszcze godzinkę do domu piechotką. Myślałam, że mnie zabije. Tak mi się śmiać chciało. Pojebało cię! Zamiast prosto do domu jechać, to się zachciało spacerku. W deszcz. No ale nie było zimno. Już nie przesadzajmy. A Madzie też się wybiera jak dosyć ciekawie, bo wzięłam sobie buty nieprzystosowane całkowicie do deszczu. I jak przyszliśmy do domu, to byliśmy
That Pippin should have
cali
been here by
mokrzy.
now.
Salutcy. Parasolka nie pomogła. Moja w pewnym momencie to już zaczęła przemakać.
Revelio. Always late, that Pippin. That Pippin should have been here by now.
Co ja miałam tu zrobić? A, tu.
Madam Lord,
Dzisiaj jestem nie ogar.
I have a delivery from J. Pippin's potions.
Sent a child to do his work for him, did he? Always cutting corners and taking the easy way out. Did he have you brew them for him as well? Doesn't matter. You could probably do it better than he can anyway.
Here are the potions you requested.
You think it's so simple? I know Pippin is always trying to cheat his customers. Cutting corners to save some galleons for himself at the expense of quality. You'll not be getting a canut out of me until you prove the potion works. Drink it.
Oczywiście.
Seems simple enough. I'll do it.
I should think so.
Wypij eliksir niewidzialności. Na chwilę.
Revelio.
Jaki najebany. Dlaczego to są najebani ludzie w ogóle? Ja wiem, że to jest baza, ale... Jak przechodzisz przez wioski, to tam jest jeden zawsze najebany jakiś. Zauważyliście? No my pijemy ten. Cudownie.
It seems to have worked.
Well, I suppose that will do.
If the demand for potions is as high as you say, have you considered being easier to work with? Perhaps combining your recipes and skills?
Not a chance. That ne'er-do-well had his shop handed to him. The rest of us had to make our own way. I'll not give him the benefit of my hard work and gumption. If he fails on his own, so be it.
Very well. I shall let Mr. Pippin know I delivered the potions as requested.
You do that.
What do you have for sale?
Eliksiry.
What are we looking for today? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Always been keen on Keenbridge. Hang on to your valuables, that's all I'll say.
No nic nie robię, po prostu wracam. Osmit. Chyba padać będzie, bo coś się zachmurzyło. Jakby mało deszczu było.
Come on in. Healing potions are a speciality here, should you need any. What can I do for you today? I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
I delivered the potions to Fatima Luang.
Very good. And did she cause you any trouble?
Nothing to worry about. I handled it.
Glad to hear it. And thank you again for your help.
Też
It was a
dziękuję.
pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Pippin.
Likewise. Worth every bit of that delivery fee to have someone capable deal with that witch.
By the way, I found this book of potion recipes in Cambridge. Might it be useful to you?
Is this Fatima's recipe book?
You should keep it. She doesn't deserve to have it.
I appreciate what you're saying, but you have much to learn about respecting the property of others. Some things are sacred amongst potioneers. I shall return it to her immediately.
Dobra, zrobimy jeszcze. O, dwie. A, bo my idziemy po to chyba. Dobra. Co ja robię? Dzisiaj to jestem... Dzisiaj słabo chyba będzie mi szło.
Ah, new face. Wonderful.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spint Witches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare yew-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows. Wind-wisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
Sounds quite the array of brooms. I'll have a look around, thank you.
What are we looking for today? That item is of the highest quality. That item is of the highest quality. That item is of the highest quality. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements?
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price. The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
I can't help but admire Mr. Weeks' enthusiasm.
Nie będziemy robić oblotu na razie, bo to mi strasznie nie wychodzi. A dzisiaj mam taki dzień, że na pewno wyjdzie wszystko. Takie jakieś proste misje będziemy robić.
Revelio.
Wish I had the courage to go into the forest.
Pardon me, but were you saying something?
Oh, hello. Talking to myself. I'm Clementine Willardsey. Charmed. I was musing on the precious butterflies I see near the edge of the forest. Whenever I come near, they fly off into it. When I was at Hogwarts, we truly were forbidden from entering the forest. Told horrible stories about it, and I've had an irrationally intense fear of it ever since. It's silly, but I'm insatiably curious as to where the butterflies go in the forest. You couldn't possibly find out, could you?
You want me to follow the butterflies?
I do, yes, if you wouldn't mind.
Very well. If I have time, I shall see where they lead.
Oh, how kind. Students these days have so much more courage than I ever did. You can usually find me right around here. I hope to see you soon. Don't forget, the butterflies always seem to be on the fringes of the Forbidden Forest. Good luck.
Ej.
Revelio.
Podążajmy za motylkami. Go, 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 motylki. Go, go, Power Rangers. Dobra, wiem. No i co to jest?
Revelio.
Krówka z raptuśnika. Dobrze czytam. Nieważne. Lecimy. Skaczemy z góry, skaczemy! Jak kangury. Zabijamy się? O, nie zabiliśmy się. Ha.
Incendio.
Dobra. Co tam? Jakie mieliśmy? Wiadomość nie. Dobrze.
Incendio. Rebellion.
Aha. Maksimum i Endurium. Autogidor.
There they are. She wasn't making it up. Well, we've come this far. Miss Willardsey might get an answer about these butterflies.
The ministry should round up all the local muggle boys and demand to know where they got them.
Well, look what we have here.
Off on another adventure, are we?
I'll say it again.
Oh, please tell me you have an answer for me about the butterflies.
Hello, Miss Willardsey.
Well, what happened? Did you find them?
They led me into the forest and revealed a treasure.
Oh, how lovely! I'm glad you were rewarded for your efforts. Perhaps one day I'll be able to bring myself to go into the forest. For now, I'm happy simply knowing there's something so lovely to see, should I dare.
Przepraszam was bardzo, ale musiałam pranie wyjąć z pralki. Pokój życzeń, pokój życzeń. Najbliżej będzie tu. Chwilę.
Revelio. Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor. What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it.
Już jest.
Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor?
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away.
Dobra. X. Piu.
Splendid.
Da! Nie to miałam na myśli. No, dokładnie to.
Cast Evanesco on those chairs. Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on.
Revelio.
Where in Merlin's name is that elf? Is that... Goodness. My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Dear. Revelio, can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Co mi się, dlaczego tak mi się to laguje do...
Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop them!
Revelio.
Not... That's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
Revelio.
O, to jest najpiękniejsze. Tak mi się to podoba.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here?
Revelio.
What was that? Was that a golden snitch?
Ej.
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Revelio.
Co tam jeszcze jest?
Lumos.
Nie ogarniam. No ja. Tyle zachodu.
Revelio. I hope that house elf can find us in here.
Nie, i nasz pokoik.
Yikes! Careful!
Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
Słabo.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
Jak to pusto.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you.
Widziałeś, to zwieszam planie, jakby to. Przy okazji. Przy okazji zwieszam planie.
Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as Moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
Stół żelazki. Tu.
Incendio!
Tylko małe mamy. Wyrzuć. Eliksiry. Radę, obok? O.
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew
Kokosiad.
potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds.
Coś mamy na Halloween? Zablokowane, no. Wielką opisu mamy już. I jelenia se walnijmy. O! Pięknie.
Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
Co, już ukończyłam?
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some Moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
No zmiana.
I have the Moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
Dekoracje ścienne. To ja mam dekoracje ścienne. Cokół. Jaki cokół? Nic nie pasuje. Co się dzieje? Dobra. Chciałam do ściany, no dobra, niech będzie tak. Tylko jelenia, kwietniki. Równo, mniej więcej równo. O. I mini kwietniczek. Piknie, piknie.
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell.
Zmniejszanie, zwiększanie. Dobra. X.
Just aim your wand at any conjured item and perform the altering spell to customize it.
A czego my się nauczyliśmy? A, tego, to czekaj. Poczekaj tam. Tak to.
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony.
Nie, pierwsza taka ładna, słoneczna. No no bardzo zmieniłam, ale... Dobra, podłogę wam zmienię, jak chcecie.
Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I'd like the room to feel natural and earthy, as though I'm outdoors.
Sounds perfect.
Czego to jest czerwone, tata? Muszę zmienić.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learned a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me.
Mamy jeszcze jakieś ekstra pomieszczenie?
Bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
Pięknie. Kwiatki będą. Ale ślicznie. To się da zmienić i... Na drzewo oka. Sawurę. Dobra, na razie będzie ta... Zrobię jeden odcinek z... dekoracją po prostu. Dekoracją, jak będziemy mieli więcej rzeczy. Ale mnie się podoba to. Też coś będzie. Jestem zachwycona moim pięknym domem. I w tym samym czasie rozwiesiłam pranie. Jestem z siebie dumna. Jezu, nie pokój życzeń, tylko pokój... A tu co to jest właśnie? Nie kombinacją map? Jak ja jestem dzisiaj nie ogar, to ja jestem aż zadziwiona sobą.
Over here.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way. There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised. How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. You never confide in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that.
Komu ja mam powiedzieć, jak ja nie mam kolegów ani koleżanek?
We've never been caught.
Revelio.
Sebastianie.
I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
A proper magical education ought to include all
Zygmunt, nie daj
My
się.
thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic, but you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here. It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
Dobra. Tu.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses. But nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
That's it.
I think I've got it.
Well done.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. To this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
The blast does heat things up. I see how you lost your eyebrows.
You'll get used to it. Anne Ominous and I used to practice down here for hours. The Undercroft was our retreat. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
If your sister is unwell, she may not want visitors.
Meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs. Trust me, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too.
Very well. Let me know when and I'll meet you.
Cheers. By the way, What was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what you told me. About the port key, and Gringotts, and Ranrock.
Nothing gets past you. And yes, it is. As I'm sure you suspect, there is a bit more to all of this.
I'm listening.
The book I found in the restricted section was missing some pages. That's about it.
Pity. Didn't think you'd disappoint me with so vague an answer. I suppose with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
You needn't threaten me. I'm not
Nie
going
daj
to
się,
share anything
Zygmunt.
about your Undercroft.
Zygmunt,
And
jedziesz.
Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble.
Ze Slytherinu ci nie będą grozić.
Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
Nie będą chcieli twojej pomocy. Zygmunt, nie martw się, idziemy dalej. Jakby kto nie wiedział, Zygmunt jest Brytyjczykiem. Jest rudy i ma piegi.
Come and see me as soon as you can. I've returned from a rather unproductive trip to the Ministry, hoping your time has been more fruitful than mine.
Zygmunt się ubiera trochę patchworkowo, ale później będzie zmiana outfitu.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
Gdzie ja poleciałam? Poniosło mnie.
He said it was a creature-induced injury, but I don't think so. I reckon he was still trying to levitate himself without magic.
Mogę sobie zmienić tu na przykład? Tak, z tej ciekawości. Nie mogę. Co ja robię?
Revelio. Lumos.
What are you up to now?
Revelio.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Eldritch Diggory's portrait in the common room told me about his great niece, Helen.
His great niece?
Yes, she used to be an Auror. Well, she took me to Azkaban to meet Anne Thisbe.
You went to Azkaban?
Quite an experience, but you see, Anne knew Richard Jackdaw before he died. So I had to find his ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way, and a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. the smallest time. This looks promising.
I pięknie się świeci podłoga.
A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Pierwsza próba. Zygmunt, idziesz.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal, as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the portkey, and of trials you'd created for one who sees traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news, indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
Jakie wiesz?
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Żebym się nie pomyliła. No dobra. Elixir Maximum Endurus razem.
Excellent. Confringo. Incendio. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio. 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 Confringo. Incendio. Accio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. Leviosa. Potato. Leviosa. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Jeleń. Myszo. Jeleń.
Irondale's not half as tough as it sounds. Betting on the dragon fights was the best decision
Revelio.
Intriguing pace, Zanbakar's tower.
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
You ought to cut back on pudding. Mistook you for a troll the other day.
Quickly now.
Someone there? Ranrock said so.
Expulso! Really, it is. Get you yet!
Revelio. 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 Incendio. Sprinkler. Revelio. Revelio.
Bo trzeba, no, jaskinia chyba.
Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Confringo. Revelio.
Revelio. Confringo! Confringo! Revelio. Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
I will draw blood. Why don't you come up here, Michigan? Not quite. Why can't I hit you don't know who you're playing with! Voting the inevitable!
Revelio. Can't imagine the goblins know about the trials. They know that something is significant about this place, though.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Revelio.
Welcome to San Bakar's Tower.
Revelio. Ha! Hello, Professor. Did you say Sandbakar's tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Commanded to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. A reservoir of ancient magic. Downstairs, near the entry.
Revelio.
Po pierwszej próbie kończę. Przejdę to i wsio. Idę
I've
gotować.
seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section.
Revelio.
That must have done something. Best have a look around. traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. These are never a welcome sight.
Wiedziałam.
At least I know what to expect this time. These look familiar. What did that burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway.
Bitwa?
More statues. Making this easy on me. I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where? Perhaps I ought to explore this archway from both sides. What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different. How the room changes when I move in and out of the archway. I'll never get used to these floors.
No kurwa. Wow. Ja pierdolę, jak zawsze. Co jest?
each side of this archway. Revelio.
O może?
Don't like the look of this.
Nie, kurwa, bo zbożów oczywiście. Aż mi się rączki spociły.
What a relief. Another pensive.
Revelio.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then. Another memory. Now to find a way out of here. More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir, and this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive, in Gringotts, with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of Sanbakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next Pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ramrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies, yes, sir.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
Koniec lata, jesień przychodzi. Dobrze, jeszcze przebierzemy. Pana przebierzemy, sprzedamy. Nie, musimy jeszcze iść w jedno miejsce. Do pokoju życzeń. Co, ja nie mogę się przeteleportować? Czemu?
Assignment's all finished.
Aha. Teraz już mogę.
I should ask Sirona the...
about a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we may be able to help each other.
Taki dywan na plecach. O, ten lubiłam. Jest ten sam, tylko w czerwonym kolorze. Dobra, na razie tak, taka jesieniara. Nic się nie zmienia, tu się może zmienić. No. Ale oksy byśmy zmienili, co? Zobaczmy, jakie są jeszcze kapelusze. Nie, to jest śliczne. No ty. No, to tak gustownie. Na boczku. No. Szkoda, że butów się nie da zmieniać. Zmieniamy. Dobra, mogą być te. Te też są ładne. Gustownie, panie, wyglądasz. No, może zobaczmy. O, buty ładniejsze, lepsze. Nie no. Jesień. O, kozaczki jakieś. Mam faceta, a on wygląda jak kobieta. Kozaki. Te mi się podobają najlepsze. Długie, nie będzie piździć. Szaliczek jest, czapeczka jest, rękawiczki są. Jeszcze sobie oprawkę do. Nie mamy żadnej nowej. Taka, albo czerwona by się przydało. O, z takim czerwonym. No, do tego outfitiku tak, pięknie. To też lubię. Te taksy. Te ładnie fitują. To też. Że tak subtelnie. Tam, co mi się bardziej podobało. Elo. O. Z jasnymi czy z ciemnymi? No. Ciemniejsze, jaśniejsze. Dobry, jaśniejsze, bo ty jesieniada jesteś. Pójdziemy tu. Lądujemy tu.
I've always said that travel.
Once you have completed the tasks I've set for you, I would like to teach you Descendo, useful for pulling objects to the ground.
The young today aren't willing to put in the work.
Come on inside. Revelio. Watch yourself, though. Let's have you leave here alive. You followed a wee butterfly to a grand treasure, eh? You're a force to be reckoned with, aren't you? Scaring all the goblins away.
Lumos. Lumos.
Such a wee bear being a thrashing to a troll. Oh, I can't believe it.
Revelio. Lumos.
Come on inside. Oh, watch yourself, though. Let's have you leave here alive. You followed a wee butterfly to a grand treasure, eh?
Hello.
Oh, hello. Whew. Sorry I'm in a bit of a tizzy. I was just scolding some of the plants for spitting and nipping. I suppose it's my own fault for putting more than 4 to a tray. By the way, Beatrice Green is the name, but you may address me as Madam Green. Welcome to Dogweed and Deathcap. Oh, mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there wasn't the constant demand for antidotes, I wouldn't need to stock so many of the little dears. Except, of course, for curses. And, well, if you've been petrified, then obviously you've come to the right place. Mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there's an uprooting, you'll be the next one to drop dead, and I'm in no mood for a clear-up.
What do you have for sale?
Well, what say we show you some of what's available? Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far. Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Hello there, come on in. Plenty to look at here. I overheard some students talking about
Revelio.
Let's look at what we have, shall we? Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
Nie sprzedałam w ogóle? Jakieś ubrania, czy co? Czy jakieś zamioczenie?
Godric Griffin is the greatest duelist in history. You're back. Nice to see you again. What are we looking for today? Nice doing business with you. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Dobra, kończę. Bajo.